Now, here's your forecast first from Fox 11 meteorologist Phil DeCastro.
We saw plenty of sunshine today, but it didn't do a whole lot to warm us up. Temperatures limped up to around the 20-degree mark, and now they're starting to fall back off already. Let's go ahead and look at your forecast first. We're sitting at 11 degrees right now. We'll be getting back down into the low single digits for your overnight lows, but staying above zero for now. As we move into the later portions of the forecast period, or farther out in the forecast period, I should say, that will be changing. Before tomorrow and tonight, staying above zero, 2 degrees for your low, 16 for your high, so even chillier tomorrow than it was today. Severe weather index in the low category, though, partly cloudy skies expected, and wind chills not going to be hazardous or anything like that. But this cold air that's going to be that's arriving right now, is going to be here to stay. We've got steady west-northwesterly winds, and that influence dragging in that cold air is just going to continue to reinforce that cold air. See those winds with us overnight tonight. Skies stay mostly clear. Tomorrow, a couple more clouds around, but those winds still out of the west-northwest, so that air just continuing to train on into the area. 20 was the high today. Tomorrow's high, though, only going to be 16 degrees, so temperatures tumbling a couple of degrees, and they are tumbling right now. 11 is your temperature currently in Green Bay, as we mentioned. 12 in O'Connell, 14 in Shawano, 15 in Manitowoc along the lakeshore. A bit chillier in Anago at 7, Wausau coming in at 8 degrees at the moment. Winds at about 10 to 15 miles per hour. That's where they've been all day, just a steady breeze that we've seen, and so our wind chills in the single digits below zero for the most part. So again, very cold out there. You want to make sure you're bundled up if you do have to be out and about, especially early on in the days, the coming days, but it's not anything that's going to be too hazardous. Not seeing any wind chill advisories or anything like that, not for now. Right now, overhead, very little going on, very clear skies. Some clouds off to the north, some pretty heavy lake effect snow in parts of northern lower Michigan, but a ridge of high pressure extending all the way back out to our northwest. But that's continuing to funnel that cold air down out ahead of it, so our temperatures are even a little bit colder than they were this time yesterday, and that's even with even colder air than we're seeing right now off to our northwest. Still, it's -2 in Winnipeg, 2 in Bismarck, only 8 in Minneapolis, and that is where our air, as much as I hate to say it, is coming from. So again, those winds sticking out of the west-northwest tomorrow. We do see some more clouds into the area, and I think as we move overnight Monday and into Tuesday, we could see a couple of spotty flurries here and there, but just take a look at those winds, those blue arrows, not letting up out of the west to northwest, and so that cold air just going to be staying in place. One bit of good news is at least it will be dry as we move through the rest of the forecast period, so no snow to be worrying about. 2 degrees for your low tonight, mostly clear. Chilly night for tomorrow, 16 degrees. Will be a little bit cooler than it was today. And then as we move into Tuesday, guess what? A little bit cooler yet. 12 degrees for your high temperature, and the slide is just starting at that point. Temperatures on Wednesday, your high temperatures, 7 degrees above zero. Only a high of 4 on Thursday. I think Friday we're still in the single digits for your high temperatures. And take a look at those lows, well below zero. So even colder air coming in behind what's already a chilly air mass that's moving its way into place. But as I mentioned, at least we're staying dry over this forecast period, so it's not like we have to be worrying about any wintry weather. Later on in the week, you saw those lows potentially in the teens below zero.
Right.
We could see some wind chill advisories at that point in time if this breeze is still with us, but for now, just very, very chilly air in place.
And are we going to set a record this winter with the number of days below zero?
We are approaching that. You're stealing my thunder.
Oh, sorry about that.
It's okay. No, we are approaching that as well. I was going to mention that later.
Okay.
I think we're just going to go breezy, no pun intended, right on by that mark as we move through the forecast.
It's a cold one.
Oh, yeah.
It is.
All right, thanks, Phil.
Bundle up.